What's up guys, Chris here from Eagle Ridge, and today's project and video are going to be working on the company work trailer and creating storage solutions. It's going to be a good day. Alright guys, so today's project is in fact to work on the company work trailer, finding some storage solutions, because the first step was to clean this trailer out.
Yeah, we got a lot of, that's not even all of it. There's some more over here.
You can see, even after trying to organize my truck, yeah, we still have a bunch of stuff that's just everywhere. So what myself, my brother-in-law came up with is that we'll do something with the inside of this cargo trailer. So we're going to be putting up some D-ring shackles so we can stand plywood on edge and hold it against the wall with a ratchet. There's going to be some pegboard and some cubbies going up. So actually the first thing I want to do is work right here in front of the door, and I've got an awesome storage solution for that small of a space. Let's go do it. Alright, so what we've got here is a really small space, and on these cargo trailers, I mean, this is like 3/8 inch ply. It's trimmed out in 1/8 inch Luan, 3/16. But there is a lot of 1 inch aluminum or steel chassis. There's one here, there's one here, and there's one here. So I'm going to go on these two flats. Yeah, I gotta tack that back up. Don't tell Bobby. I'm going to go on these two flats and build just an extra piece of ply, because we found these tilt bins that I haven't actually opened one yet. Should have done that before the video. We can edit this part out, right? No? Just keep going? Okay. Hi. Chris from Eagle Ridge. And I can't figure out how to open this. God, I might have to edit this whole thing. Okay, there it goes. I'm not even going to close the knife yet, just in case. Okay. So we found these tilt bins that, you know, would be a pretty good little idea. Plus they stack, they slide together, or they can go side by side, or they have the screw holes. I'm just going to utilize the screw holes and basically stack them 2 by 2 all the way down. In fact, with that being 3/8, I don't even think I actually have to add an extra piece. I might add a little piece of Luan just so that I have a little more support. But yeah, so that's going to be the first thing. That's simple and easy and great little storage solution. I got 20 of these, so we'll space them out and get them put up there. So this first round of boxes is going to be really what sets the tone for this whole section. I was thinking about it. I probably won't put any on the bottom because nobody wants to be bent over on the ground trying to dig through one of these. So what I've done is I went ahead and measured, and I know that my screw is going to sit at 1/2 inch. So I'm going to measure 1/2 inch down. We're going to put just all the way down. Once I get these first ones, that's when we can start measuring down and lining them all up. I'm going to use this piece of trim and this piece of trim as my guides. Keep everything in a nice straight line all the way down. Also, since the trailer is not square, is not level, I pulled out the bubble level and I'm like 2.5 inches off of level. So I'm going to actually use the square on the trim to make sure that these are square with the trailer itself. So they won't be level right now, but they will be square to the trailer. Alright, so this first one needs to be at 1/2 inch. So let's mark 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, and set you down. I'm actually getting to do some carpentry for once. It's kind of nice. I enjoy it. I don't guess this qualifies as carpentry though, does it? Alright, put my square up there. Get a nice straight line. Square up here. Get a nice straight line. Now I know where the screws are going to go, but I also have to take into consideration the distance in between them. So what I'm going to do is just set it right there and mark it and mark it. Set it right there, mark it and mark it, and drop the tray. We also want to thank Harbor Freight for these fine pieces of equipment that I actually don't know how to put back together. Well, that's going to be a problem. I guess if I go up here. You know what? This one was extra. We don't need that one. Okay, so we're going to put the first 4 screws in here. Oh, no, I forgot. Right behind this is the frame for the door. That's fine. We'll use a slightly different screw for that. Which means right behind here is the thing. No, we're good. Should be good. Okay. So that means we can get them. Now how am I going to get them on the screws? Oh my gosh. Alright. So we'll put the extension in. We'll back these off a bit. Now the unfortunate thing is my extension is not rated for impact drivers, but I'm going to have to use the impact driver because I don't have a choice. We'll see how this goes. That means every flipping one of those is going to have the blessed self-tapper. That's fine. Alright then. Okay. You gotta love it. You gotta love it or you'd never do this. Okay. Okay. Now we're gonna hang the bin. So we're gonna hang the box. Right up in there. And then we'll drive the screws in. Hold it. Okay. I actually have to remove the self-tapping because it won't fit through the hole. So I gotta magnetize that bit. We'll put him up there. Just like that. We'll drive him back in. Swap the bit. Drive him in. Okay. Put these back in. Perfect. Now I have 18 more of them. So I thought that's how YouTube worked. It's not. But other creators just I actually have to do the work and put them on. That's so I don't have to keep getting up and down. I can go ahead and do, since they do interlock, so just do it like that. Will that work on this side as well? I believe it will. So we'll do that. So I'm going to interlock all of them and I'll run through and put the screws in. Riveting. You know, I learned I don't know how to spell riveting apparently. Every time I try to do a description and put the word riveting in it, it always says I'm wrong. So I guess I'm going to have to go with less than dramatic. How is everybody? You guys good? I'm okay. You guys remember to, I don't have to promote his channel, but you guys remember to reach out to Tim at RidgeLife. Ask him about how Miss Starla is doing. She had a surgery to remove a cancerous tissue. So we definitely want to keep them in our prayers. Reach out to them, check in on them. Like I said, Tim's got like 5,000 subs, so I'm not helping his channel because all of you probably came from Tim's. But in case, there's new people. And of course, poor Kevin down at Lazy Pond Farms. He's about 2 hours east of here. We still haven't gotten together. Kevin. We want to thank our sponsors. Stanley. Rigid. Oh wait. That's why we don't have sponsors, because I'm showing you like the warning label instead of the actual. Cut that part out. You didn't cut that part out, did you? That's fine. I know it didn't get cut out because I'm probably going to edit this myself. And that is the last one. Alright, so those are all in. All 20 of them. So that's cool. That's cool. I left the side stickers because why not? They're like a little workbench thing. But I did go ahead and remove all the labeling off the front of them. That way we can go back later with a label maker, because these are going to be for like 1/2-inch PEX crimp rings, 3/4 crimp rings, you know, wire nuts, screws, nails, bolts, whatever we got. I mean, we got 20 different bays right here, and I actually still have about 2.5 feet that if we wanted to use it for something or get more of them, we could. So I'm actually going to leave that open to where we can get more of these if we so choose. Alright, on to the next project. So one of the other things I know that we're going to be needing so we can utilize this space as much as we can, because it's a 14-foot V-nose trailer, but you see it's only about, I mean, well, we can just measure it. It's only about, what, 5 feet wide? 6 feet wide? It's about 6 feet. So, I think. Yeah. So we're only about 6 feet. And we have just been laying ply down or Luan or sheetrock, whatever we got. I went ahead and grabbed a piece of Luan here. And we're going to come back over this way. I'm going to lock that down so you guys aren't, you know, doing this. I'm going to grab this piece of Luan. All I'm going to do is just move it over. Now, I've got some uprights. I've got one here, 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 and here. This back corner one I've got to locate. I don't know if it's directly behind this or not. I feel like it should be. So what I'm going to do is take the Luan just to mark the 4 feet and make my life easier. I'm going to slide it back and figure out exactly where 8 feet is. But I'm going to put, where's my next rib? Should be right in line with the ceiling. I'm going to put some D-ring shackles onto the wall. You know, they'll be into a steel upright of the frame. I'm going to put those down just low enough. You guys can't see that. Boop. just low enough that it can hold the plywood or sheetrock, whatever we're doing. We can just run a ratchet strap over. That way we can have it sitting upright instead of taking up 4x8 feet of floor space, which is going to leave me open to put my cabinetry over there on that side. Alright, so I got the D-rings put in. Let's see. There's one down there. I just went ahead and threw a ratchet strap on there so it'd be easier to see on camera. But now comes starting in on some of the cubbies that I've got to build, the different places. So the first one really is going to be for that job box right there. And one for my power auger over underneath the storage bins. So got some measurements. Let's head down to the shop. Alright guys, now that we're down in the shop, we got to go through and cut all the pieces. So I went ahead and made my list and went through and checked how I was going to do this. Because how I'm going to actually join these frames, Jason from Northern Michigan is probably going to like it. Because we're going to use a cheek cut half lap joint. But anyway, I'm going to get all this cut and then we'll start working on the half laps and get them all glued and screwed and ready to go in. Alright, so I got all my, what? Chop dog. Chop dog. Chop dog. Hi. I got all my pieces cut. We're going to go over to the bandsaw and start doing cheek cuts. So basically the cheek cut is I'm going to go, the width of a 2x4 is 3.5 inches. I'm going to go 3.5 inches in. The thickness of these is 1.5 inches, so I'm going to go in 3/4 of an inch. I'm going to cut that 3/4 of an inch by 3.5 inches out. I'm going to do that on another one, and then they'll sandwich together, but they'll still be that thickness instead of offset and everything else. So let's go set up the bandsaw. Alright, so like I said, I need to take out a piece that's 3/4 of an inch. So what I did here, I'll readjust, is I made this temp fence to be 3/4 of an inch off of the outside of the teeth of the blade. It's called the kerf of the blade. I also went ahead and noted that that is 2 3/4 of an inch away from the edge of the table. That way I know that this is straight and square. So now I just got to mark the pieces, bring them over and run them through, and then we'll take the fence off and take off the excess. So that's got all my cheek cuts made, so I can kind of give you the idea now. See, and now when I join them, it's a half lap joint, and they'll just glue and screw right together without having to lose any amount of space. But anyway, that's going to be it for right now. I'm going to do this, just part one for now. I'm going to get these frames made up and get this stapled up, but it's already 5:30 almost, so we're going to do part one, and then tomorrow I'll do part two, and we'll get that out sometime this week. You guys remember to like, comment, and subscribe. You can leave a dislike, but you got to tell me why. Make sure if you're checking out some of these channels, or our channel if you're new here, if you go to subscribe, you have to leave a like and a comment on a video, or YouTube won't count it. You guys check out some of our friends and some of these other people. You guys also run over to J&A Hopeful Acres. Amy over there in Nebraska, there's a fundraiser going on to help get her a service dog. She's got multiple health issues and things like that. I'll try to find the link and put it in the description below, but I may have trouble with that. That may have to be added later, so if you're watching this and it's not down there, I'm still looking for it. Alright guys, or Amy can post a link in the comments. as always, thank you so much for watching. It's going to be a good day. I forgot to turn the hitch upside down. I made a boo-boo. At Home Depot is where I spend most of my days. I was chillaxing, relaxing outside of the tools when a couple of guys who were up to no good started making trouble near the plywood. I got one little fight, and the boss got scared, and he said, "You're not going back unless I'm in there." It's so stupid.